achieved.
Hey guys, how's it going? Theselol here with another video commentary for the game Firefall. This week's video we'll be taking a look at the Battleframes of Firefall. The topics of discussion will be the following: what are Battleframes, the leveling system, the dynamic class system, how to balance your army properly, secondary weapons, and the Battleframe abilities. If you played any MMORPG out there, you're probably familiar with the term classes. In Firefall, we use the term Battleframes. There's a total of 5 of them, including the Engineer, the Medic, the Assault, the Recon, and one to be announced. You can actually change between these classes at any point in time as long as you have a Battleframe station nearby. It is important to keep in mind that the Battleframes will not be gender locked and the max level is 30. In Firefall, the leveling system is quite unique. You'll be leveling each different Battleframe separately. So if you say you want to play Medic for the first month of the game and you manage to get to level 30, yeah, you're going to have a level 30 Medic, but every other Battleframe will be level 1. The beauty of the system is that whenever you encounter a level 30, either on your team or against you, you can be guaranteed that that person is at least going to be half competent, for they had to level from 1 to 30 and learn all the character abilities themselves. So one of the coolest features that Firefall actually has is the ability to create different layouts for the same class. So say for instance you want to have a medic with a shotgun and extra jet boost. And then you also want to have a medic that has access to an assault rifle and ability cooldown reduction. You can have this and you can actually switch between this layout at any Battleframe station. This allows for extremely dynamic content, extremely dynamic combat within the game. This feature basically introduces a whole new level of strategy to esports. The game is basically forcing players to react to their environment and make decisions based on those reactions. The possibilities are endless. It really comes down to the player making the right decisions at the right time. Thanks to the ability to quickly and efficiently change your Battleframe in the middle of a PvP match, balancing your team composition should be your main priority throughout your gameplay experience. If you notice that your team for some reason is missing medics, you can quickly change to a medic, balance your team composition, and quickly turn the match around. And the same thing applies for esports. If you notice that your team has 3 engineers because they wanted to defend a specific point, and the point is over, you need to quickly adapt, balance your team composition, and get ready for the next objective. Please note that when I refer to the term balance, I don't necessarily mean having one of each class. I'm referring to the fact that you need to have the optimal variety of Battleframes for a specific situation. The exciting part begins now, the guns. Now when we talk about guns, there's 2 different types. There's the primary guns and then there's the secondary guns. The secondary weapons are basically universal for every Battleframe, meaning a medic can have the same secondary weapon as an assault, and the recon can have the same secondary weapon as the engineer. There are no limits in terms of this. When it comes to secondary weapons, there's 4 types that we know of right now. There's assault rifles, there's suppressor rifles, there's grenade launchers, and then there's shotguns. When you right click while wielding any one of these weapons, also known as outfiring, you basically iron sight. On top of that, every single one of these weapons has unlimited ammunition except for the grenade launcher. This is mainly because of the fact that the grenade launcher will be doing about 400 AoE damage per explosion. The main thing that differentiates Battleframes from each other are basically their main weapon, aka their primary weapon, and the abilities that they use. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the Assault Battleframe. Its primary weapon is the Plasma Cannon. This shoots a bolt that explodes on collision and it does about 500 AoE damage. There are 3 different alt-fires for this gun: the Plasma Nova, the Scatter Shot, and the Triple Shot. The Triple Shot will send 3 smaller but faster balls of plasma. The Scatter Shot works like a shotgun, and the Plasma Nova is a slower but chargeable bolt of plasma. The first ability we'll be taking a look at is Afterburner. Afterburner basically propels the assault forward. This can be used either while in the air or on the ground. Crater is another assault ability. Whenever the assault is in the air, he can quickly rush down on his enemies and do AoE damage. Finally, we have Overcharge. This grants the assault a stacking damage increase. The medic's primary weapon is the healing gun. This will channel a powerful beam that will heal the medic and its target. The only things that can interrupt the channel are being out of range or line of sight. In terms of alt-fires, medic have Vampiric Beam, which will drain life from the enemy and grant it to the medic. Overheal, which will grant an ally 150% based health compared to 100. And Boost Supercharge, which will grant an ally temporary unlimited ammo and increased rate of fire through the healing beam. The medic's first ability is Healing Wave. This will be a frontal cone AoE heal for your teammates, but it will also knock back any enemies that get hit by it. Healing Burst is very similar to Healing Wave, except this time it'll be a 360-degree heal. It'll also heal the medic, and there will be no knockback. The last 2 abilities are the Defibrillator and the Supercharge. The Defibrillator is basically an instant heal, but it will also do damage in melee range. On the other hand, Supercharge will grant temporary jump height, movement speed, and air control to an ally target. The Recon's primary weapon is a sniper rifle. This will deal double damage if you get a headshot. On top of that, its alt-fire is zooming in and out. The Recon's first ability is Resonating Bullets. This will cause the sniper shots to leave behind a timed explosive that is stackable. Using the long range mine ability will cause the sniper to leave behind a proximity mine at a specific location. Finally, the Recon has the Cryo Bullet and the Teleporting Beacon. The Cryo Bullet will basically drain all the target's energy and snare them. On the other hand, the Teleporting Beacon will throw a grenade and teleport the sniper after a short duration. The Engineer's primary weapon is the Repair Gun. It is still unknown if this weapon will cause any damage, but it will be used to repair the Engineer's units. The only known alt-fire for this weapon is the Heat-Seeking Bolts. This will release bolts of energy that will cause damage upon impact. The Engineer's first ability is Turret 1. Keep in mind that all of these abilities are upgradable through the use of wrenches. This places a turret down which will attempt to shoot at nearby enemies. The second ability is Force Field 1. The Engineer will place down a force field that will allow only allies to shoot and walk through. Finally, you have the Repair Station 1 and Forceful Generator 1. The Repair Station will grant health and ammo regen to nearby allies. On the other hand, the Forceful Generator will push back any enemies that walk into its radius. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep in mind that whenever I get in beta and the NDA is taken down, the quality and quantity of these videos will skyrocket. Please subscribe and favorite this video if you enjoyed it. See ya when I see ya.